My sister said my miscarriage wasn't a valid excuse. My sister has always claimed I never show up for the important moments in her life, but the truth? Every time I missed something, it was because something serious happened. Like during her graduation, I was literally stung by a bee on the way and had an anaphylactic reaction. I nearly died. Still, she ignored that and didn't speak to me for a month, so when her wedding came around, I was determined to be there. 2 weeks before the ceremony, my husband and I were out at the mall when I was suddenly hit with excruciating cramps. I rushed to the bathroom and realized I was bleeding badly. My husband rushed me to the hospital, and that's when we were told I had suffered a miscarriage. I was devastated. We'd been so excited. I spent the next few days grieving in silence, trying to make sense of everything. Eventually, I let my mom know I wouldn't be able to attend the wedding. She gently tried to talk to my sister, hoping she'd understand. She didn't. Instead, my sister blew up. She spammed me with texts and calls in the middle of the night until I picked up. As soon as I answered, she screamed at me, "This is my wedding, not some family dinner. You and your husband can't just skip it." I sobbed quietly while she ranted, trying to explain, apologize. My husband hugged me, and I put the call on speaker. That's when she said the most vile thing I've ever heard. "Of course I don't understand. Your miscarriage has nothing to do with my wedding. It's not like you gave birth. You can always make more. I only have this wedding once." My husband couldn't take it anymore. He jumped in and told her she was being heartless. She snapped at him to stay out of it, and he finally lost his temper and told her to buzz off before hanging up and turning my phone off. The next day, my mom called. Apparently, my sister's fiance heard about the call and was so disturbed he suggested uninviting us all together. I told my mom it was fine. I wasn't planning on going anymore. But later that day, my sister texted me again. She called me a coward for hiding behind mom and said the least I could do was show up for an hour or two, since I'd already flaked on her graduation. She reminded me she came to my wedding, so I owed her. I realized right then I was never going to win with her, ever. So I gave in. Despite being emotionally wrecked, I told her I'd attend the ceremony, but not the reception. Did she thank me? Number. She replied, "All this drama, just for you to show up anyway." On the day of the wedding, I asked if I could sit near the back close to the bathrooms. She refused. Family sits up front. Halfway through the ceremony, I started cramping badly. I shifted in my seat, then I noticed blood running down my leg. I whispered to my husband that I needed to go. As we stood, a small trail of blood followed me. My mom saw and rushed after us. I spent the rest of the ceremony locked in the bathroom, crying, bleeding out the remaining tissue from the miscarriage. By the time I was done, the ceremony had ended. My husband took me straight to the hospital to make sure I was okay. While I was lying in the hospital bed, my sister called me again, not to check in, but to yell at me. "You're a horrible person for ditching the ceremony and causing a scene. Everyone was more worried about you than my expensive reception." That was it. I told her I sincerely pray she never has to experience what I did, that I gave her my best, even when I was shattered, and if that wasn't good enough for her, that was her problem. Then I blocked her. I needed peace, and I chose to finally give it to myself.